looks cute. I understand why people would like, if they don't know it, they would be like, oh my god, look at this cute little octopus. Guys.
Komodo dragons are horror villains.
I heard of Komodo dragons. I know that they're quite dangerous, but I don't know the details. Let's see.
I mean, seriously, this industrial-sized lizard is easily one of the biggest assholes in the animal kingdom when it comes to hunting methods, packing a PhD in suffering and a double degree in biological warfare purely because they cannot be expending effort to hunt. You see, Godzilla's little cousin here is the largest lizard in the world.
He is Godzilla's cousin. Wait, that's kind of nice.
Weighing up to 166
Holy!
kilos and being a full 3.13 meters in length, which means, for the short kings in my audience, if you're brave enough, bang a motor transport right there.
Wait, IRL dragons, true! Yeah, didn't people say that this is the closest we have to real dragons? Well, there you go. I honestly thought they were a lot smaller. I thought they were like a dog size. I thought they were just like poisonous or something. I did not know they were this huge.
Now, being the reptile equivalent of a Cadillac Escalade means that the Komodo dragon needs to consume a lot of calories to keep that bulk going. However, rather than using that bulk to proactively chase down and body slam its prey, they can take down prey 3 times their size because, as if being a reptilian tank was not enough, they are also venomous.
Oh, venomous. Sorry, not poisonous. Venomous. I need to remember the definition for each one of them.
This isn't just your run-of-the-mill snake venom that, you know, gives you a nice quick 15-minute death. No. A Komodo hunt starts with it running up to its prey and giving it a nice big chomp on the leg, injecting it with hemorrhagic venom. After biting, the Komodo dragon off and just sits there watching.
Wait.
The confused and bewildered animal runs off into the forest, leaking blood, allowing that Komodo dragon to track it like a DoorDash order. A week goes by, and that bite wound isn't closing because hemorrhagic venom prevents blood clots. So the animal is still slowly bleeding out. And the Komodo is still watching.
That's terrible.
More time passes.
That's a terrible way to die.
Gets infected because Komodos are carrion feeders, meaning that the inside of their mouth is full of enough rotting flesh and bacteria to give Asmongold a run for his money. The infection begins to drain the animal's strength, and the Komodo is still watching. Another week passes. The infection has spread, and the flesh has begun to rot.
Wow, Komodo bite effects? What?
And you best believe that ass lizard is still there watching like he's waiting for his meal to heat up in the microwave. Once the bleeding, disease-ridden animal becomes too exhausted to move on its own and collapses, the Komodo strolls over and eats it alive. Shredding it into chunks if it's larger, or if it's small enough, swallowing it whole as it screams on the way down.
Well, you can hear the goat inside its stomach. No. Oh, that's a lot worse than I thought. I will say, smart strategy. If you want to eat something really big and you're too small, but you can just bite them with your debilitating, horrible, necrotic venom mouth, and they just rot away, and you can just, you know, eat them after. I mean, that's a pretty smart strat. I gotta give it to them, but absolutely diabolical. Wow.
Even for me, man, that's fucked. This is the deadliest snake in the world. Introducing the inland taipan, and being the deadliest venom noodle in the world, I will give you exactly one guess as to where it's found.
Australia!
It's Australia, of course. In Australia. Be so serious here. Where the else did you think you were going to find it? Canada? More specifically, as the name suggests, the taipan is found inland in the outback. Luckily, extremely far from civilization. Because
Thank
this homicidal hospital hose is the definition of size doesn't matter. Because despite having extremely small fangs for a venomous snake, coming in at only 6.2 millimeters.
They're tiny.
The taipan is here to show you that you absolutely f***ing can feel less than an inch, because those fangs contain the statistically deadliest snake venom on the fucking planet.
It looked kind of cute how they were pressing its head down. I don't know why. This is kind of cute looking. I'm assuming they're taking the venom to like do science stuff with it. I totally know how science works. Yeah.
Statistically deadliest snake venom on the fucking planet. Yeah, taipan venom is a pina colada of pain, containing, but not limited to, hemotoxins to cause blood clots, myotoxins for paralysis and necrosis, nephrotoxins to shut down your kidneys, and 3 different kinds of neurotoxin. Needless to say, if it bites you, you will get a headache, vomit up the entire contents of your stomach, collapse to the ground in agonizing pain, and then your heart and lungs will stop, sending you to meet God in under 15 minutes.
15 minutes! And you're in the fucking Australian wilderness. There ain't no doctors. So basically, you're dead. I mean, I don't even know if there is a antidote or a cure, but like, you're dead. You're just straight up dead. Wow.
And that venom is so fucking potent that one bite contains enough toxin to do that to 100 people. But the funniest part of this snake's venom is that in the wild, they only hunt rats and fucking mice. The deadliest venom on the planet, and they are using it to pack up Remy the rat.
That is so fucking funny, dude. This thing could like literally take over the world. It could murder humans. No, bro's happy eating mice. Good for him.
Rabbit with a fucking orp.
That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god, I remember this clip.
Counter-terrorists win. This adorable,
poisonous, venomous, whatever, Australia.
Little octopus
I can already
is
tell.
also the world's deadliest.
Yeah. I mean, you can see by the colors, right? Because most animals who are really, really deadly usually are very, very colorful.
Introducing the blue-ringed octopus, a species of cephalopod native to Australia, and in a
Of
shock
course.
to precisely 0 people at this point, it's venomous. Because of course it's fucking venomous. Why wouldn't it be venomous? That'd make my life way too fucking easy. Now, to its credit, unlike most of the toxic bullshit in this hellscape I call home, they at least have the common decency to be coloured like a fucking neon sign. However, it immediately loses this credit by being the octopus equivalent of a fucking hobbit, coming in smaller than a 50-cent coin.
It looks cute. I understand why people would like, if they don't know it, they would be like, oh my god, look at this cute little octopus. Dies.
And this is a problem, because it is the most venomous octopus in the world. That's right, this fluoro spaghetti ball is packed to the brim with neurotoxin, more specifically, tetrodotoxin. You know, the same shit that turns cooking a puff fish into a quick time event? Yeah, these little guys are packing it too. However, because it is Australian, the blue-ringed octopus is on violence timing and is the only animal in the world to use this shit as an offensive measure by way of a venomous bite.
It's cute, but it hates everything. I see.
But what does the venom actually do? Well, imagine you're wading through the rock pools with the homies, and you accidentally disturb this little gentleman's residence. The blue ring, taking the American approach to home defense, suctions onto your leg and bites you. Best part, it's completely painless. So if you're distracted by how thick your mate's looking in those Speedos, you aren't going to feel shit. That is, until your face starts tingling like TV stat.
Oh no.
It's warm out here under the sun, but you weren't sweating like this 5 minutes ago, and now you got a headache. You start to feel sick, weak. You go to call out, but your voice comes out slurred like you just knocked back a bottle of vodka.
2 shots of vodka.
Oh yeah, pour it in, girl.
And then suddenly, your legs come out from under you, and you hit the beach.
And you're dead.
Fun fact about tetrodotoxin. It's a paralytic. freezes up your muscles one by one, starting with your arms and legs, which is why you're kissing the sand. You know what else is a muscle? Your diaphragm, the muscle that controls your breathing.
No.
And yeah, turns those bad boys off too. And so, your chest stops rising and falling, and you suffocate to death right there on the beach.
Oh my gosh.
Now, you may be wondering, how come no one called an ambulance? That's easy. They didn't have time to. You went up to meet your ancestors in under 20 minutes. God ordered your ass with same-day shipping, and this little fucker delivered. Employee of the month.
I don't know. That is genuinely terrifying. I already decided a long time ago I'm never gonna enter an ocean again after seeing some of the fish that live in there. But now I'm even more sure. Like, the stonefish was already reason enough, but this little fucker, wow. Yeah, I'm not. I'm good.
This shrimp can cause explosions.
My main goal is to blow up.
Introducing the Mantis shrimp, native to the West Indo-Pacific Ocean, and
Is that the one that sounds like gunshots? Like it's the loudest animal in the world or something?
possibly the coolest crustacean under the sea, because this fluorescent armoured sausage is actually a voracious, bloodthirsty predator rocking enough surveillance equipment to scare the CIA with a weapon powerful enough to surpass Metal Gear. See, the mantis shrimp is a highly effective predator, and they find and track their prey with easily the most advanced set of eyes on the planet.
God,
First
please.
off, each of these eye stalks can rotate independently like a periscope, giving them a full 360 degrees of vision. However, more importantly, they can see colours we can't. You see, the mantis shrimp's eyes contain a full 15 photoreceptor cones compared to our 3.
What?
Which is a fancy way of saying they can see in 16K HDR with ray tracing enabled at 500 render distance.
I'm so jealous. So far, this crustacean seems like a very cool fella. The eyes looked sick, and the fact that it can see different colors is fascinating. I wish we could do that.
Now, not only is the visual clarity unmatched, they can also see into the infrared and ultraviolet light spectrums.
What?
And despite all of this, they still can't find who asked.
Damn.
What they can, however, find is their next meal. The mantis shrimp subsists on a diet of fish, worms, squidward, and, most importantly, Mr. Krabs. Now, crabs...
Okay, no humans here. It's not, it can't kill me. Or bears, I guess. It can't kill me. So why the fuck should I, like, be worried about it? A cool little guy, you know?
famously exist
for him.
inside of a defensive shell. So, how does this polite little gentleman break into the shell? Simple. He throws hands.
I want to see them
That's right,
fight.
weighing in at only 90 grams and 38 centimeters in length, the mantis shrimp has a punch that produces 15,000 newtons of force.
How much is that?
176 newtons per gram. So if a human was capable of that same kind of force, a right hook from someone who weighs 80 kilo would be like getting hit in the face with 6 sticks of dynamite.
What?
Now, to produce that force, its claw
Bruh.
needs to be moving at 83 kilometers an hour, which is so fast it creates a vacuum in the water called a cavitation bubble, which then immediately collapses at such a speed it creates a miniature explosion that flashbangs the target and reaches a temperature hotter than the surface of the sun.
What?
Mr. Krabs is getting f***ing disintegrated.
Money.
Money. No fucking way. And these fuckers just live in the ocean, and we wouldn't even know they existed if we hadn't done science, I guess. Wow. I love it. They don't hurt me, so I love them. Hi guys. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
Most snails aren't scary, except for this one. This one's Australian.
Let me guess. It's venomous. Let me guess. It's venomous. It has like Oh, what else do Australian things have? It has a jaw bite that can crush your head. It has the deadliest neurotoxin, something like that, right? Right? That was everything Australian we've seen so far.
Introducing the cone snail, an aquatic mollusk native to the land down under. And as seems to be the requirement when sharing your postcode with a kangaroo, you guessed it. It can quite easily cause your neck snap to be in a coffin. And the way it can achieve it is this bad boy right here. You see, despite most snails having a reputation for being slow goobers that get folded by a salt shaker, the cone snail is a highly effective ambush predator. And you may be wondering, how the fuck does a creature that moves slower than the GTA 6 development cycle hunt anything? Well, that's simple. It has a grappling hook.
Oh,
That's right, Gary's murderous little cousin here is
That's
a
cool.
roadhog mate.
Hi there.
And he hunts by slowly but surely stalking up on his prey until he's just within range, and then bang! The cone snail does a quarter circle input, spitting out a toothed harpoon at
that
90
looks
kilometers
weird as
an
hell.
hour. This harpoon then nails its prey, allowing them to reel it in like he's playing Scorpion. And in case that wasn't bad enough, as seems to be a requirement for spawning on Australian servers, it's venomous.
Yeah, I knew it! I knew it! Everything in Australia is always trying to kill you. Well, they're kind of small snails, so probably not me, but they're definitely trying to kill other things.
That harpoon also injects its prey with a highly potent neurotoxin that instantly paralyzes it. This means it cannot put up a fight, as it is sucked into the snail's ginormous maw like a nightmarish version of Kirby.
What?
And
I didn't know Kirby exists IRL. Ayo.
you know, just in case you thought for once you might be safe, cone snail venom is potent enough to kill 700 people with one sting.
What?
Oh yeah, and there's no anti-venom. Because it's not enough that it can kill me. No, I have to die knowing there is zero counterplay. Who balanced this
What? So, well, but do they attack humans? Like, either way, everything in Australia is trying to kill you. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
If you see this thing T-pose, run!
Huh?
Introducing the Anteater, a goofy
Anteater.
little creature native to Brazil.
They're cute.
And to understand why the absolute stance on this bad boy is a threat to your health, you're going to have to understand a little about his lifestyle first. Now listen, I know this may come as a shock to you, but the Anteater eats ants. And weighing in at 40 kilos and 1.8 meters in length, he needs to consume
He is so long but lightweight.
upwards of 40,000 ants per day. Now, in order to help him hit his bulking goals, the Anteater has a mystery mousecatool stored inside that XL sniffer.
How much protein does an ant have? Or why? I just personally, I cannot emphasize. I just feel like ants don't look that tasty. I respect it though, Let me do it for you.
60 centimeter long
Oh my god.
tongue.
Wait, am I an anteater? Wait, let me not quite long enough. No. We're not quite there yet. I thought for a second, but thankfully I don't have to change my diet to ants. Nice.
Designed to snake its way down an ant colony's tunnel network, smash into their living room, and abduct the entire cast of Bug's life and convert them into a high-calorie meal. However, what that tongue do only goes so far, as an ant colony can extend up to 4 meters underground, and termites live in high-rises, which means our boy here is going to have to do a little excavation to get to the goods. But last I checked, an anteater can't go down to Bunnings and buy a shovel. So how does he dig? Oh, that's simple, with the combat knives he has for claws. Yeah, anteaters are permanently cosplaying Freddy Krueger with a set of 4-inch claws, which, proving the effectiveness of a few inches, can crack through f***ing concrete.
concrete?
Now, these work great for digging, but they are also more than capable of flatlining you. When threatened, the anteater will rear up into a defensive T-pose.
And then they will claw you in the stomach and your insides will come spilling out.
This is your sign, if you are smart, to turn around and all the way off. If, however, you were, say, some dumbass trophy hunter who really felt the need to try and stab an animal for no reason other than ego, the anteater will swipe at you with those claws, which are at the perfect height to nail your inner thigh, slip through your flesh like butter, and sever your femoral artery,
Causing you to bleed out in 2 minutes while the anteater watches you go meet your ancestors.
Look. It gives you a chance to run away. It's not the anteater's fault. I'm sorry. If the human was stupid enough to keep going, like, that is natural selection at that point.
Can you imagine having to explain to your ancestors who felled woolly mammoths you got your packed up by the most unserious creature on the planet hitting a T-pose?
It's so cute. I already know, like, I would never get into that situation because I'd never provoke it. I'd be chilling. So to me, these are just cute little guys with very long tongues.
Australia's scariest spider is hiding a deep secret. But what is it? Well, introducing the Huntsman.
Oh, dude. Oh, I hate those. Oh, I've seen videos of them. They're so large.
And the
I
number
hate
one
it.
cause of tourists absolutely shitting themselves on camera.
Oh, wait. Okay,
Now,
that's
look,
me.
In defense of said tourists, I will be the first to admit, yeah, this looks scarier than a
They
job
do.
application. Those gangly ass
They
legs
look
and the
so
hair make
bad.
them look like Slender Man's testicle. Now, as if having a negative charisma stat wasn't bad enough, I regret to inform you that the Huntsman spider grows up to 30
What?
fucking centimeters in size, making it the largest.
I'm sorry. I thought it was like a cow sized, but from the picture, it looked like it was as big as a cow. I'm glad it's only 30 centimeters, but at the same time, when I think about it, it's a fucking lot.
Spider on the planet by leg span, and legally allowing Subway to market him as a foot long.
Wait, okay. Now I know roughly what that is. It's a foot long. What the fuck?
Now, being the spider equivalent of a Ford F-150, you'd think he'd have the common decency to be slow, you know, tank build.
Nope.
Unfortunately, the Huntsman is fucking turbocharged.
Ugh.
Now, it's usually at this point in the video that I would inform you that he is also highly venomous.
But he's not.
Because it's Australia. However, that's his big secret. The Huntsman is a big sweetheart. You see, despite looking like an SCP, Huntsmen are incredibly timid, and on the rare occasion they do bite, their venom is harmless. In fact, seeing one of these bad boys in your house is a blessing in disguise, because if you see a Huntsman in your home, I guarantee you won't see any annoying ass flies or mosquitoes, because he's eaten them. You see, he understands he's big enough that he should be paying rent, and so he contributes to the household in pest control.
So he's just a derpy boy with big legs, and the only reason that we dislike him is not because he's actually dangerous. No, we're just disgusted by his looks. That is so sad. I will try to be nicer to Huntsman. I'm sorry, Huntsman spiders.
I personally have had one of these bad boys as an 8-legged roommate, and I can tell you they're pretty good company. Except for the part where they cause car crashes.
Huh? Wait, they can drive?
You see, Huntsmen like to hide in tight spaces
Never
and cracks,
mind.
and they do it by flattening out their body to fit into the gap. Now, in the house, that usually means you'll just find them behind a painting, but when you're flying down the highway at 110k an hour and decide to
fall
flip
in your
down the sun
face.
visor because God is trying to flashbang you, yeah, they like to sleep in there, and you've just dropped one into your lap.
Oh, okay, I
Now,
hate that.
whatever you do, don't panic or you're going to crash the...
I feel that last one. If this was me, like, even if I know now that they're just chill little dudes who just want to hang out, bitch, if a spider falls on me, first of all, you're driving. You can't see what it is. It could be that motherfucker that kills you in 15 minutes, right? It could be anything. Yeah, fucking panic, yeah. Go drive on the side of the road and just stop the car and scream for a little bit. and just feel the trauma, you know? I don't know. What I learned from this video is I don't ever want to go to Australia if I can avoid it in any way, shape, or form. And that is really sad, but it's way too fucking dangerous. I'm sorry, Australians. I like you, but I value being alive.